I did not make an adventure vlog this week. To make up for that though, I'm making the video that everyone's asked for, and it is what is my vlog setup? What's the gear? If you're not into gear, come back this weekend or next week. Morgan is singing the national anthem tomorrow up in Anaheim, somewhere really cool, so that's gonna be a fun video. And then we leave Sunday for WPPI in Las Vegas, which is the Wedding and Portrait Photographer International Show. It's 4 days, parties, huge trade show, so I get to play with all kinds of fun gear. And yeah, just kind of general shenanigans in Las Vegas. So I'm doing that, that's all next week. Today though, I'm gonna show you my vlog setup, and I think it's almost the perfect setup. It's really close. So I'll just show you guys my bag. It's not light, for sure. So this here is what I think is almost the perfect vlogging setup. So the bag that I'm using is the Gopro 450 AW Pro Tactic 450 AW. Excuse me. This bag is, again, it's almost perfect. There's some things I don't like about it, but for the most part, it's the best bag I've found. One major reason is that most camera bags that you get, or backpacks in general, they open on this side, you know? So maybe your camera uses this, and then you open it this way. Well, the problem with that is that if I'm like at a photo shoot at the beach, or I go up in the mountains for a photo shoot, or I just wanna go fly the drone somewhere cool, chances are it's dirt or it's sand or it's something. And I put this side on the ground to open my bag, and then like 2 minutes later when I put this on my back, it's all dirty, it's covered in stuff. So, normal camera bags open on this side. This guy, rear entry. Boom, it's sweet. So then when I put this back on my back, it doesn't have stuff all over it. It's kind of amazing. This is what's inside. This is kind of what the inside looks like most of the time. Drone, camera, mounts, extra cameras, lens, extra batteries. Yeah, I'm gonna try to walk through each of these things quickly and why I think that they're pretty sweet and any upgrades that I might do. This guy, real quickly, is the tripod that the camera is normally on. And it's kind of like a tripod slash selfie stick. You kind of, you know, hey, do one of these things. There's issues with it, it's not perfect, but it's the best that's out there. This was popularized by Casey Neistat. And now pretty much every YouTuber uses this in some way. So that's that guy. The camera that I'm using is the A7R2. It is incredible, amazing, bananas good, mainly for photography. I'm a photographer, so when I shoot weddings, when I shoot most of my shoots, I'm shooting 2 of these, which one of them is recording me right now. So this one is set up mainly for video with all my settings and stuff like that and my custom functions. The one that I'm on right now is my photography camera that I'm just using to show this one off. So the A7R2 is mainly for photography. The A7S2 is mainly for video. And you'll see a lot of YouTubers using the A7S2. If I get an opportunity to get an A7S2, I will totally do that, but then I would have 3 camera bodies and my wife would kill me. This guy clicks on here, like so. And then you can, you know, you can kind of do this with it, out here. That's how we walk around. But there's even more, here, let me show you, hold on. All right, so this is the Sony 35mm f1.4. Partnership with Zeiss. I freaking love Zeiss, they're so good. This is not the lens that we use to film with, because the lens we use to film with is on that camera right there, but it'll give you kind of a better idea. So we walk around like this. When you see all these videos of us walking through New York, it's like this. And there's even the microphone that's on this camera. Hang on. See? So you can see this little guy up top. So the microphone that is internal on the camera, it's pretty good, but it's worth it to put that extra microphone on top. So this is pretty much the camera setup that we walk around with. Pull that there. Hello. Don't want it to fall. See, there's I don't know, there's problems with this thing. The next little bit, GoPro Silver. This is the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. It's the older generation now because the GoPro 5 is out. The nice thing about the 5, and the reason that I will be getting the 5, is this is not waterproof. You have to put it into a case to make it waterproof. And then when you do that, then the audio pickup sucks because it's inside of a plastic housing. This little sticky bit that's with it, it's like a selfie stick, you know? It's pretty good. It's not terrible, but it's not very long. See how I have this thing. And this guy is the UK Pro Pole 54 HD. I think 54 means 54 inches because when it's extended, that thing is long. Like twice as long as the GoPro version. If you want like that snowboard footage that we had at Big Bear, if you want the whole scene in it, this thing puts the GoPro so far out there that it's just seeing everything. So in lots of situations, this is plenty. It's awesome, it's great. In some situations, you need a little more length. Hey, what else is in here? This is a suction cup mount. Okay, another Joby little guy is a miniature version of this guy. This guy's little brother, and it's for phones. So, okay, we got another camera. This is the Sony RX100 Mark III, which is still bananas good. It has a flippy screen that flips up, which I do like sometimes, because then you can kind of like, you can see what you're framing, or you can point to things behind you. I can't do that with this camera because it doesn't have a flippy screen. But I do want the Mark V, so the upgrade to this one is the Mark V. It's crazy good. It does like crazy, ridiculous slow motion. And I will hope to have that camera soon as well. What else we got? This is the Sony 90mm 2.8 macro lens. It is so good. The reason I like this one so much is that the Sony has this really cool ability to switch from full frame to APS-C/Super 35 mode. Basically what that means is that it crops your sensor. So it turns a 90mm into 90 times 1.6. 90 times 1.6. Turns this into 144mm macro, or 144 just long lens, which is sweet. So all those, like the B-roll shots in Big Bear, where it was just like the icicle, and it was like drip, drip. That shot is with this, so I can get really cool B-roll footage with one extra lens, which is awesome. And then lastly, is the drone. I love the drone so much. I have so much fun with this one. I went with the DJI Phantom 4, that's what I'm flying right now, but I'm looking into the Mavic and the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. The Mavic is just like way smaller, so this thing takes up pretty much most of the bag. The Mavic is like this like little thing. I could fit like 5 Mavics in here probably. We got blades. And then the reason I'm looking at the Phantom 4 Pro is that the camera is a little better. So the camera does some cool things, and then it has these little sensors that don't let me run into things. It has them on the back also, so I don't back into things. So that's pretty cool. Oh, if you're a Sony user in general, you know that you gotta have lots of batteries. So many batteries. SD cards, plenty of those. And then more batteries. So, all right. I think that's it for today. This is my gear, and if you have anything that you use that you think is better or you like better, let me know. I wanna check it out. I wanna see that thing. And yeah, any questions or comments, put them in the comments below and I will try to answer them as best I can. I'll see you guys probably this weekend. Sweet, thanks guys.